1980s, things we can no longer do. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of things people was doing in the 1980s that we can't do now. Yeah, I already know I'm going to enjoy this video. Before we do get into this, I appreciate if you guys can hit that subscribe button. If you guys do want to help support further, I do have a Patreon. Link is in description. Let's jump into this and see what people was doing in the 1980s.
Throughout my life, I have seen multiple generations debate on which time period was the best to live in.
Okay.
There's no doubt that what...
Yo, that's actually a good question, bro. Yo, everyone comment down right now. Which time period was the best to live in?
we experienced firsthand has a bearing on those thoughts.
Okay.
But for me, the 1980s and before just seem different. There are numerous things that we once did on a daily basis, but will never be done again.
Right.
In this video, we will discuss some things that we did in the 80s, but can no longer do.
Okay. It's gonna be interesting.
Telephones are something that has definitely gone through a lot of changes over the last couple decades.
Yo.
Most people now have cell phones, but if you are still using a landline, then chances are it is not a rotary phone. It's probably push button, and it may even be cordless.
Yo, I actually remember having one of those when I was a kid. Yeah, I used to have so much fun just playing with that.
Do you remember having to untangle the phone cord? No matter how careful you were, it was going to end up tangled at some point.
Really?
These older phones also required us to dial a number from memory unless we had a little address book or phone book.
You know what? I don't think I've actually ever used like a dial like that though. I remember playing with these. I feel like I actually had one in my house, but I was that young. I never dialed it.
Book or phone book. Today, cell phones have pretty well replaced both of those. But that's not the only thing that cell phones have replaced.
Technology.
There was a time when we had to pay for long-distance calls.
Huh? What do you mean?
Televisions are another item that has seen its share of changes over the years.
Wait, you had to pay more the further the call was? Is that a thing?
Televisions are another item that has seen its share of changes over the years.
Oh, yeah.
Before we got things like cable, we all had rabbit ears.
What's that?
And yes, maybe you still have some modern rabbit ears, but I doubt you have foil on them or some big antenna on top of the roof.
Wait, no. See, right, I actually don't know. Was that actually real? Would people actually put foil on top of their rabbit ears? On their antenna? Did that work?
But when was the last time that you had to connect an RF modulator between your VCR and television?
What is that?
If you were into vintage items, then maybe you have, but really it's gone. Something else that we used to do with all the big boxy televisions was slap the sides or top to get better reception. I don't know.
I see that on movies and shows all the time. Like if the signal's not working, they'll hit it. Bro, people was actually doing that. Did that actually do anything?
Why it worked, but it did.
It worked? No way.
Today we see smoking areas outside of businesses.
Right.
But in the early 80s and before, you could smoke anywhere.
Mad.
Any restaurant or grocery store was completely fine.
Wow.
Even commercial airplanes allowed it, and they had little ashtrays in the armrest.
Wait, so you're telling me I would go to like the supermarket, right? I'm shopping for my vegetables because I'm such a healthy guy. You know what I mean? I'm definitely not, by the way. But let's say I was healthy and I was like getting my fresh fruit, my veg, right? And someone's there puffing away on the cigarettes. Bro, it's just going to be cigarette ash and just smoke all on my fresh veg. That happened? Nah, I'd be fuming, bro. It would smell weird.
Back then, even the captain would smoke in the cockpit, and we were perfectly fine with it.
No way.
We never wanted him to get a headache or the shakes from not getting his nicotine fix 30,000 feet in the air.
No. Wait, you could smoke on cigarettes? You could smoke on the plane? I thought that would be like a fire hazard. Bro, what? Mad.
Something even as simple as milk has changed.
Okay, how?
If we had soy milk, almond milk, or whatever else milk, then it certainly was not where I was. But half-gallon milk came in cartons rather than jugs. And do you remember what was on the side of those cartons? They were the Have You Seen Me photos and information about people that were missing.
Yo, that's actually smart. Because milk is one of those essentials that pretty much everyone gets, right? Unless you're allergic to milk, maybe. But that's smart to have it on there. Yo.
It's almost hard to believe now, but there were a lot of full-service stations in addition to self-service.
What?
Most of those full-service gas stations have disappeared. But
that'd be so handy. You gotta put like gas in, petrol in, right? And they just quickly wash your car. Oh, I need that. My car's so dirty.
Something else that has disappeared is the leaded gasoline that we used to buy.
Oh, what?
Back then, fuel was a whole lot cheaper than what it is now, and you could fill up a muscle car for less than $10.
What?
One thing that we were all glad to see go was the 55 miles per hour national speed limit that we could see on highways and interstates.
Oh, wow.
It took forever to get anywhere at that speed.
Oh, wow.
The 80s was a time period when kids looked forward to each and every Saturday morning so they could watch their cartoons.
I remember doing that. That was
fun. People looked in
fun.
the TV guide to see what was on television and when to make sure that they could be home for it.
Yeah, yo. When I was like 8, bro, I would look at the TV guide as well, like in magazines and stuff, and see what's coming up. But I was in a period where we was coming out of the stage. Do you know what I mean? Like technology was advancing really quick when I was like 10, 11, 12. That's when it started like boom, like booming. So like, but I remember doing this slightly.
They could be home for it.
It was fun.
Not everyone had a VCR in the earlier part of the decade,
these.
so occasionally we would be so busy that we would forget to tune into our show and we would miss it.
Yo, there was nothing more annoying than using this and you forgot to rewind the movie, bro. I'm like, yo, I want to watch whatever The Grinch or whatever, right? Boom, right? Actually, no, not normally. Wait, what was that? I was watching Wizard of Oz, right? I don't know why I remember this because I have a bad memory, but I literally remember putting my Wizard of Oz tape in, right? I'm getting ready to watch it, and I'm at the end, bro. You have to just rewind it all the way back. Yo, how do I remember that? I was so young.
The majority of households still got the newspaper delivered every day of the week. There was nothing better than going through the Sunday paper and looking at all the sales ads, comics, and coupons.
Okay.
Back then, kids loved getting a side job as a paper boy or paper girl.
I was a paper boy.
Now, all of that seems to be mostly gone.
Wait, are they gone? Is there no more paper boys anymore? I was a paper boy when I was a kid. And that was like, what, 15 years ago? I don't know, bro. I don't know. Wait, when was that? It was when I was like 12, so yeah, wow, 15 years ago. Yo.
In the 80s, tons of kids dreamed of one day going up into space on the space shuttle. We all believed that that would one day be possible, and even more so when the first teacher was going up into space.
Mad.
But when the Challenger disaster happened, our opinions changed a little bit, and now the space shuttle is gone forever, so it sure won't happen.
Wait, what? Wait. Huh? What? Wait, there was like a space shuttle that was taking people up into space, but then it blew up? I don't remember that. Well, this is from the 80s. I wasn't born in the 80s, bro, so that's a thing? Yo. Wow.
Parents in the 70s and early 80s had chickenpox parties with their children.
Bro, this still blows my mind.
With birthday hats or fun games. It wasn't exactly like that. Usually, kids would just go to visit the kid that had it, and then parents would introduce you to it by touch.
Yo, that's crazy. But isn't that because if you get it when you're an adult, it's really dangerous? So it makes sense, bro.
If you did not go, then your parents might, and then bring it home and have contact with you.
Oh.
That was still a chickenpox party. It's not exactly exciting, but it did get it out of the way when it was convenient rather than...
What is chickenpox? Like, what actually... Like, we all get it when we're a kid, right? Because it's bad when you're an adult. But, like, what exactly is it? I don't know. Like, I know it just appears on you and it's itchy stuff, but what kind of, like, what causes it? Why is it so bad? Bro, I should watch a video on it. I actually don't even know. And why do we get... Yeah, weird. Very, very weird.
It's not exactly exciting, but it did get it out of the way when it was convenient rather than at Christmas or some other important event.
Right.
Being bored as a kid in the early 80s or before was just part of everyday life. We went shopping with our parents at stores, and we didn't have cell phones to entertain us.
Crazy.
Nobody's kids looked crazy in the stores doing the latest TikTok dances. We waited at dentist and doctor's offices with our moms, and most of the time we were stuck listening to some sort of elevator music. If we were lucky, then maybe they had the Highlights magazine, but you could bet that some kid had already solved all the puzzles inside.
Yo, they say, like, kids is bored, bro, but, like, when you actually think about it, like, yeah, I love technology, don't get me wrong, right? You guys wouldn't be watching this video right now if it wasn't for technology. I wouldn't change anything, but I'm glad that I get to experience, I did experience a few years before, like, I got heavy into gaming. Like, when I was, like, 10, 11, 12, we would actually go out and knock on people's doors and, like, try and call them out and stuff. And but when I think about it, that was more fun than, actually, no. I did have fun playing games, Modern Warfare 2. I did have fun. But it was fun. It was very, very fun. It was. Now, when I think about it, I do miss it.
In the 80s, we were all about being clean and smelling good.
Okay.
The old school vacuums that were used had one of those bags that would fill up with air, gave off a whiff of old dust, and then got really warm when it was used.
What?
To combat the dusty smell, we would sprinkle Carpet Fresh on the carpets so it would emit a pleasant smell through the vacuum.
What?
Occasionally, the vacuum bag would bust, and what a mess that was.
No. Wait, actually bust? Oh, that'd be a nightmare.
And what a mess that was. Potpourri pots or warmers could be found in just about every home.
What's that?
They smelled good, but they sort of made a sticky, gummy mess in the pot. Incense was another way of getting your house to smell better than cigarette smoke.
Okay.
But one of the craziest things that ladies had in their homes were the decorative soaps in the bathrooms.
They're soap.
You know, the kinds that look like little flowers, shells, or balls in a bowl?
Cute.
They came in all sorts of colors and scents, but they did have one important rule.
What's that?
Do not use them. They were for decoration only.
Fair enough.
Some of the things that you could find in living rooms of the 80s could be pretty interesting. For starters, just about everyone had the old wooden console televisions that weighed as much as a naval destroyer.
Yo. I know this is a TV, but what is this? Is that like a keypad to a safe? What is this, bro? Nah, someone's got to tell me what this is. What is that?
That weighed as much as a naval destroyer. Metal TV trays were essential to have so that you could eat dinner and watch your favorite television show.
Okay, smart.
Some households stored them under the couch or in a coat closet, while others had an actual storage rack in the living room. If you were really fancy, then you probably ordered the clapper off of a television commercial.
What's the clapper?
Those became the source of many jokes, but secretly, we all wanted one.
What is the clapper?
Another essential item.
What's the clapper? The clapper. Clap it off. Clap it on. Sound activated on. Wait. Bro, you had this in the 1980s? I thought that was like new technology. Like you could turn on your lights and stuff like... What?
Ordered the clapper off of a television commercial. Those became the source of many jokes, but secretly, we all wanted one.
That is cool.
Another essential item that was found in many living rooms was anything made out of brass. What you may not have realized is that it took a lot of polishing to keep it looking good.
Okay.
Ceramic animals and figurines were all...
Oh, my grandma had her house full of these, and in the garden... And I actually have 3 scars on my forehead because when I was like 3 years old, I'd run around a garden and I'd trip over and headbutt these. They weighed a ton, bro. And, well, I can't remember how painful it was. But I did it 3 times and I got 3 scars on my head.
Also popular to have in living rooms.
Not big ones, luckily.
These came painted, but many people purchased them in blank white and then tried their hand at painting it themselves.
Oh, really?
And once it was done, there was no better place to show off your artwork than the living room.
Oh, wow.
The 80s had a lot of things that spoiled us, and we didn't even realize it. Hostess Ding Dongs came in foil, and for some reason, they just seemed to taste better.
You know what? I've noticed that. Have you guys noticed that as well? Like, sometimes... I don't know if I'm weird, But I'll go to the chip shop, right? The chippy. I don't know what you would say, call it in America. It's just where you can get like fish and chips. You guys probably know what it is. And it comes in like this like paper wrapper. I prefer eating it in the paper wrapper than putting it on a plate. For some weird reason, if I put it on a plate, it tastes worse than if I was to eat it in the paper wrapper. I don't know why. Weird. But it does taste better. I'm telling you. Because I've done it. And I prefer it in the wrapper. I don't know. Mind games, man. Mind games.
Biz Pizza had some fun for the whole family. And to a kid, there was no better currency than some of the gold coins or tickets to get some prizes.
Cool.
But the decade wasn't without its share of scams.
What's going on?
Remember the erasable pens? The only way it seemed like you could erase the ink is if you finally wore a hole in the paper. Thousands of women fell for the epilating. Sure, it got rid of your leg hair, but not without some real pain after it ripped out the hair and made it ingrown. During cartoons, they would air commercials that lured kids into calling 1-800 numbers so they could speak with their favorite cartoon characters.
And let me guess, it costs a lot. Yo. That's so bad, bro.
These commercials always had a warning saying to get your parents' permission, but virtually no kid ever did.
Wow.
That was always a nice surprise for the parents.
$1.50 per minute. No way. No. How is this allowed on kids' programs? You guys have got to let me know if you've ever done this. And what's the biggest bill you ever cost your parents or whatever? What? No, that's a scam, bro.
Parents, when they saw how much they were being charged for some call that they did not even make.
Wow.
Despite all of the scams in the decade, the 80s was a great one to experience. The positives far outweighed all of the negatives. The 1980s had a lot of style, and most of it is long gone. However, it's interesting when we see some of it come back.
Yeah, you know what? I am seeing, like, with fashion and stuff, things are coming back. I don't know about what else. You guys could tell me more, because I don't really know too much about what's in the 1980s other than the videos I'm checking out. But, yeah, interesting.
It's certainly something that has. But, ladies, where's that big hair? What are some of the things that you loved about the 80s? Hair? Let us know in the comments below.
Yo, really, really, really good video. Enjoyed that again. You guys definitely gotta like go to my Instagram, L3WG_, and send me like pictures or videos or anything you have from the 1980s. It'll be really cool to see. But yeah, I really enjoyed checking out these videos, seeing things about what happened in times that I didn't get to experience and stuff. It's really cool to see what people in the 1980s was doing. Great video, enjoyed that. Hopefully you guys enjoyed that as well. If you did, make sure to leave a thumbs up, subscribe for more content. I'm live every single down twitch.tv/L3WG. If you guys want to check me out over there, I'll see you all in the next one. Peace.